This is me 30 seconds before breaking things off with my situationship. Hey, this is me 30 seconds after breaking it off with my situationship, who I really liked and treated me super well, but just wasn't ready for a relationship. So yeah, being an adult sucks. Serious conversations suck, but there is no greater love than self-love, and I deserve more. And you deserve more.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now look, y'all know a bird always return back to the streets. That's inevitable. Now my thing is this. I can't trust a woman who will set up her camera. Set that shit up right there, right there. Put it right there. Okay, let me get into my dramatic acting role right now. This is me. She got boogers coming out of her nostrils, bruh. It's like, yo, how much attention do you need? The fact that, yo, listen, man, this is just wild right here, bro.
I know y'all may not believe me, but I'm kind of over it already. Firstly, I want to say thank you. You guys have been so sweet and such great words of encouragement. And I feel like a situationship breakup is such a universal canon event. So I appreciate y'all's support so much. If you asked me, I would say that I'm pretty much over this in all of the realistic ways already. And here's what I mean. I view all relationships, especially romantic relationships, in three ways: mental, emotional, and attachment style. Attachment style is like primal, like instincts, like your fight or flight, your nervous system. And to be truly over a breakup or like through a breakup and any relationship is to be over them in all three ways. So mentally, I'm over it. I was over it like many women are before I actually made the choice to cut the relationship. It makes sense to me that we're not compatible. There are things objectively, foundationally about us both that are not compatible, and I'm okay with it. So mentally, I'm good. Emotionally is not so fast, and neither is nervous system wise, but emotionally, I still care for him. There are things that you can't just shut off overnight. But luckily, I have a very good sense of self and self-love, and I love myself more. I'm very Samantha Jones at the end of the day, and I recognize it logically and emotionally that, like, I choose me over all else, which is why I did the cutting off. And attachment system wise, though, that's the creepy, crazy one, and I think that's what actually keeps you on the hook of a situationship the longest. No, I can feel it that I miss my attachment system being activated. I miss the like good morning text, the jump in my heart and the good morning text, and then like the suspense, are we gonna FaceTime tonight or not? Or like talking about things and feeling that dopamine hit of like, oh my God, we really get each other. Like those attachment triggers, those are harder to like wean off of. Like that's not something you can control or pace in any way at all. There's nothing you can do about that. I accept that, and like when it happens, I use the mental and emotional to like work through it. But yeah, that one's still hitting. And that's how I'm thinking about how I'm moving through this breakup, this very transitional time. And I hope that if someone's going through their own situationship breakup or breakup in general, that somehow this has insight for them. The other thing that's really important to remember is that this is intellectualizing. This is like the framework. This is how I'm thinking about it logically. Emotionally and attachment style wise, I'm also just shameless, which is why you saw me crying. And I don't mind that you saw me crying. I think that that's what my body needed, and like that's what feeling your feelings is. And so when I do have feelings, I'm absolutely unashamed of them. Not that I'm crying in public or online all the time, but I have the feeling and I let it go through me fully, and then I move on. Like I kind of move on maybe quickly, but I don't try to linger on it. I don't try to like obsess over it. I feel the entire feeling shamelessly, and then I'm like, yeah, that's valid. That's real. That's real for me. Maybe I take some notes, like probably need to heal that. That seems older than this relationship, but we move. We're young. We have fun.
Look, fellas, understand something, bro. There are simply two types of women out here. Now, you got the virtuous woman. Now, that woman is extremely rare. The chances of a man finding a virtuous woman, especially in 2026, it's hard, bro. It's hard. That's why the Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, because it's so hard to find a virtuous woman out here. And then there are birds. And the majority of women out here, fellas, are birds. That's just the reality. Now, here's the thing. Never pay attention to a woman's words. Always pay attention to their actions. For instance, this woman is making a video talking about a situationship. Off rip, like you know she's a bird. Because here's the thing. Real women or women of quality don't get into situationships. They get into relationships hoping to get married. But a bird, they usually get with the player and they're going to give themselves a 3-month span in which they got to try to turn that player into a sucker. And when they fail to domesticate that player within the 3 months, that's when they're going to come to you with the, so where we going with this? You know, we've been dealing with each other for like the past 2-3 months. So I just want to know. But they already know you're going to say no. They know that. They already plan to return back to the streets after the 3rd month. That's how these birds are, bro. That's the life of a bird. I'm just keeping it real. She doing this is her telling the whole world the type of woman that she is, because you will be a fool to watch a woman make a video like this and think she's a quality woman. This is a straight bird. Only a bird will have the courage to make a video like that, like this, because women like this lacks shame. They ain't got no shame, brother. In their mind, they are doing nothing wrong. If they do some bird shit, in her mind, she's doing nothing wrong, because that's all she knows. So a woman like this will get with a dude for 3 months. Then after the 3 months, man, I got to return back to the streets. I got to see what's out there, because looks like I might not be successful in turning this player into a sucker. So let me cut it off with him and fake heal. Let me my healing journey. He broke my heart. That man did nothing but be himself. But in a woman's brain, it's a fantasy world in there. So that man is going to tell her, like, yo, I'm not looking for anything right now, but we could be friends. She's going to be cool with that at first. She's going to be okay with y'all being friends. But then when she realized, like, oh shit, he's not breaking, he's not folding, I'm going to give it a few more weeks, but no longer than 3 months. So after that 3rd month, man, they're going to come to you with that little silly look on their faces. So where we going with this? But as a man, you got to hold frame. Because if a woman comes to you after the 3rd month and try to force you into a relationship and you said yes, bro, she got you. You ain't shit but a sucker to her. Understand that she don't even like you. She just found a sucker. Got him. Because think about it, bro. She's going to get with you for 3 months, dismiss you, find another man, mess with him for 3 months, dismiss him, and do it again. A woman like that can't commit to a man. She's too used to the streets. So it's pointless trying to save a woman like that. You're going to end up looking like a fool. Just think about it, fellas. You heard the chick. She said it's easy for her to move on quickly. When a woman is so used to the streets, of course it's easy for her to move on quickly. That's why you got to pay attention to a woman's motive when she's in her early 20s. If she's not looking for marriage or for a husband off rip once she start dating, she give her soul to the streets. And there's nothing you could do about that. And women like that usually makes videos like this. Think about if this woman finds a husband one day, right? He marries her, and then 2 years later, after they got a family and things like that, he sees a video like this. He's gonna be like, damn, son, I fucked up. I wifed a thought. Look, fellas, be wise out here, man. Just pay attention to the signs and understand the games these women be playing. Any chick that comes to you after 3 months and try to force you into a relationship, just understand shorty is a bop. That shit is mad typical. That shit is mad common when you're dealing with women, especially birds. It's the same play. It's the same game plan. Nothing changes. It's always after the 3rd month.
I'm 30 and I broke up with my 3-month situationship yesterday.
I'm telling you what, bro. Fellas, look, be wise out here, man, for real.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.